Gabriel Clark.
Well, how do you sum it up? 2-0 in the end. I know there was frustration over the second Semenyo goal, but you got it in the end. Sum up your performance.
Yeah, happy. It's just one leg. Still have the second game at home, but a very good result. As you said, should have been 3-0, but yeah, we're quite used to this at the moment.
What did you make of that delay over the Haaland interference? And first of all, was he offside?
I don't know what to say. I don't want to say too much because we know how these things work, but I saw it and it just looks ridiculous for me, but it is what it is. As I said, it's so frustrating because the last time we came here to St James Park in the Premier League, we also had a lot of decisions going against us, and once again tonight, even though we won, it was just quite frustrating, to be honest.
Have Manchester City made a better signing, or has somebody adapted as quickly as Antoine Semenyo in your time at the club? What a start he's made.
Yeah, he looks not just a very good player, but a very good guy, which helps, which fits right into the team. He's a fantastic guy who wants to play collectively, who wants to help us, who wants to have fun, and we're delighted with the way he started. Hopefully, he can keep going.
Yeah, and a final point as well about your young defenders and your goalkeeper too. They've played a part, haven't they?
Well, yeah, Kus and Max, the last games, they were outstanding. The personality, the character that they showed. It's not easy. It's not easy to come into this team with the pressure that you have at this level, and to perform and to have the courage to play from the back, to be consistent, to be solid. And once again, in a very tough stadium, we know how difficult it is to play here. They were very good. So yeah, as I said, same with Semenyo. They were really good. Trafford as well. He made some very good saves, and he was fantastic for us today.
You've made a big step tonight. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Antoine Semenyo has settled in so well. His second goal in 2 games, scored against Exeter in the FA Cup. And when we have a look at the goal, Julian, actually Newcastle temporarily down to 10. Ramsey's off the pitch. That's what happens. You can see him circled there. Talk us through what happens here.
Well, Ducko was a thorn in Newcastle defence all night, and you see there loose Smiley there just move forward a little bit, which then encouraged him to go past, I think it's Harvey Barnes, and then it's a great touch, a vital touch from Bernardo Silva, and Semenyo, as he's done all season, he's at the back post.
Yeah, I think you know, when you look at it, it's probably the first thing Miley did wrong tonight. You know, he stepped inwards when he should have just doubled up on Doku, made Doku go inside rather than down the line. Steps inside, Doku sees the chance, plays it across, and a simple.
They got a lot of joy down the left, didn't they? They really attacked that all evening, City.
You know, looking at City tonight, they came here and it looked like Newcastle were desperate to score, whereas City were just taking it in their stride, moving the ball around, knowing that there's a second game to come, and that was it. You know, the desperation for Newcastle to score, and City's calmness is what won them the game in the end.
I mean, Semenyo settled in well. Ditto Ryan Cherky. What a player he looks like. What's he brought to this City team? What extra element has he added?
Flair, composure, importance, vital touches at vital times. And he started off relatively slow, got injured, came back, and since he's come back, he's been immense. His recognition of runners around him and his creativity. Probably hasn't scored as many goals as he probably would have liked, but vital one tonight.
You can see what's to come with him. We was watching him in the warm-up, and we was watching him do some things in the warm-up, and I was thinking, I'm glad you're sitting on the bench, but he's come off, and he's got class, he's got lovely little touches, and you know when he gets in and around the box, he's either going to make something happen or he's going to do something himself.
So left-footed, left-handed language style, as it's so elegant. 6 goals already. Chaps, I'm not going to lie to you.
Your life and career of late, I guess that would have to go down as another one.
No, 100%. Tough game today, but we just needed to stick in there. We knew we'd get chances, and that's just in the right area to tap it in, and obviously we're victorious, so happy.
Yeah, does it help the belief and confidence you've brought to the club? You've obviously been flying all season long, and you've picked up where you've left off at Bournemouth.
I think the whole environment here is perfect. Everyone's confident and wanting to achieve the best, so I've just come into that, and they've helped me with my confidence and made me feel welcome.
Different working for this manager, and obviously you've seen these players from the outside, but working with them in a couple of games and the little time you've probably had on the training pitch?
Yeah, it's been a lot, definitely been a lot, but I've enjoyed it so far. I'm definitely picking up things very quickly, and yeah, I'm enjoying it, like I said.
Crazy to think it was, last Wednesday that you scored your last goal for Bournemouth, and here you are, 2 City goals in already.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just taking the confidence that I had from Bournemouth here, and yeah, like I said, playing with a smile on my face, so I'm enjoying every moment.
What did you say to the camera at the end?
Second goal should have counted. The referee came inspecting me and told me what was going on, but yeah, it's what it is.
Okay, well done. You're the player of the match.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Tom.
It is what it is, and we will come on to that.
That space where Semenyo then comes at the back post. Brilliant play.
But from a Newcastle point of view, those are the fine margins, aren't they? Because you were talking about, you all have to learn your trigger points with Eddie Howe. You all have to know when to press, when to double up. And if you are a man down in that channel, then that's how that goal comes, from your perspective, that's how that goal comes about.
Yeah, I think everybody knows the jobs in the team and exactly what they're meant to do, and I think going down to 10 men for however little time that was has obviously affected it. And it is fine margins. Like, we had 2 good chances. Wiss hit the bar, good save from Trough.
And you're just getting momentum as well,
exactly.
wouldn't you? There's
crowd.
a bit of a break in the game, 2 or 3 minutes, and it seemed to affect you more than it did them.
Yeah, hugely. And I think, obviously, when City go goal up, they can then keep the ball and they don't have to attack as much. And yeah, I think that's when they started to grow into the game a lot more and probably got.
I don't think Murphy coming off hindered you a little bit. I thought in that first half it was absolutely excellent.
Yeah.
And then they couldn't replicate that in the second half.
Yeah, I think so. I think I said that about Murph before. Everybody knows exactly what's happening with Murph. When the ball goes in that space, he's firing that ball across. And as I said, it's fine margins. Like 2-0. To be honest, I didn't think it was a 2-0 game. But yeah, frustrating.
I thought when they'd signed him, they've obviously done a lot of due diligence on finding out about players like him. But you never know how they're going to do. You don't know how they're going to adjust to the Premier League, because sometimes players like you can think, well, it's all right when we got the ball, we're going to be fine with it. But what he's actually shown, he can do it with the ball and without it. And I think when I watch football, when you pay to watch footballers, you want to see someone that can do something that can light the stadium up. I mean, I remember many years ago, they had King Clancy at Man City, someone that can do something, a maverick. Now, Georgie was probably great with the ball, not so good without it, but he actually does a great job without the ball. And you can see, because I reckon there were reservations. They would have thought, is he the sort of player that we want in here? Maybe they'd heard a couple of things without the ball. Is he going to work the team ethic we have here? But I think he's been an unbelievable signing. The signing of the season for me so far. Like, absolutely brilliant. I love to see mavericks like that play football. You love him, don't you?
What is Pep saying to him?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't lip read, can I?
What? No, you can't. No, that's a fair point. He cost 34 million.
Absolute steal. Absolute bargain. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And I actually spoke to Thierry Henry, because he had him for the Olympics under 23 squad. And there was one thing, like you said, Jamie, that wasn't quite sure on his work rate. On the ball, he said he's one of the best. At that age, is one of the best he's ever seen. But Pep, playing for Pep, you're going to have to work hard, and that's now what he's added to his game.
He can make the ball talk. You can see it's such his friend. Like, he moves it left foot, right foot, drags it away from you. I'm actually surprised he's not won more penalties, because he's always enticed you. Did you play against him early in the season?
Didn't play against him early in the season, but I think it's probably helped the age that he's came over here as well. You've got experienced heads in there like Bernardo Silva and Ruben Diaz, and I think when you get a bit older, you get a bit set in your ways, then it's hard to train that out of you. But I don't think he's probably been given the choice being here. I think City's standards are top of the top, and they won't allow that to happen. And I think he's obviously reaping the benefits from it.
Let's deal with the disallowed goal, shall we? Look, we'll try and talk.
The VAR thing drove me mad temporarily, and I know there are plenty of people at home who go, that's fine, and there are plenty of people like me who will be throwing things at the television. Semi-automated offside is supposed to make this really quick. Now, you're going to tell us all why it was definitely offside, in which case, fine, but why has it taken almost 3.5 minutes then on a cold night?
That's the frustration, is the length of time it took. But I don't think they did a great job of explaining it. I think if you understand how it's come about, it's the last line of defence, which technically is Pope when Semenyo touches the ball. So the fact that Pope is ahead of Chow, that's the marker for offside, not Chow. So the fact that they haven't cleared that up, so people are looking at that thinking, well, he's in line with Chow. He's preventing Chow from getting the ball. So technically, on that picture there, they should only be looking at Pope.
Yeah, and that was the frustration. We could see what was happening, and we could see, right, OK, Haaland's got Chow, and he's preventing them from perhaps going to the ball. But the actual thing is he's behind Pope, so he's offside. So
the point is, it's just not clear to everybody at home, is it? That's the problem. We're in the entertainment business. It feels like we're in an episode of Poirot trying to work out what all the clues are as to why there's no goal.
But it looks like it's not clear to the people in VAR. Right? That's the problem. Yeah. We're seeing it and saying, well, OK, yeah, we know he's offside.
Why is it taking so long? You shouldn't take that long to see.
So where do you say they should take the line from?
From the end of Pope, so the end of Pope's foot, leg, wherever they're marking it from, and you can clearly see that Haaland's leg is behind him, so technically he's offside. Then they have to gauge whether he's preventing Chow from making a challenge. Yes, and they've deemed that he is, so he is offside. I think the right decision has been made, but the frustration is the time.
So if that had been done in like a minute, we would have been fine. It's just how long it's taken it's 5.5 minutes from the ball going in to the referee announcing to the crowd what's gone on, when it's supposed to be semi-automated.
So that should be happening. That should be happening in less than a minute. We should all know what was happened. And given that, they were saying, "Oh, we need to draw the lines," and I'm thinking,
I don't even know what semi-automated is. It's either automated or not. Someone's opinion, or it's not. So
I just learnt the words, to be honest, Julian, and I just said them out loud. Thing is, we've come off the FA Cup last week and everyone loved it because the goal went in. We looked at the linesman, the assistant. There we are, there's another. Assistant, no, flag down, referees, right, on we go.
And there isn't any decisions that we're discussing.
Yeah,
that's do you know what, today? If they'd have given that as a goal, I don't think anyone would complain.
No one would have said a word, would they? For better or for worse, no one would have said a word.
Yeah.
Newcastle from here, how do you go to the Etihad when you're 2 down?
Yeah, tough. And you can see that, like I said, there was a desperation to score here tonight because you knew going to the Etihad, it's going to be tough anyway, going there 2-0 down. The only thing is that I felt they looked a little bit tired towards the end. And, we spoke about the fact that they played 120 minutes at the weekend. And so there's not much respite, but hopefully they can get a few players back and just have to go and have a go.